Rortos Airlines Flight 351 is heading on a trip to Los Angeles from Africa. The plane is flying in the state of Pennsylvania, where some of the worst attacks happened on September 11th, 2001. There are 40 passengers on board, with 4 crew members and 5 pilots. It seems like a nice and comfortable flight, but maybe not. The pilots have spot a little bit of severe weather. They could see green, yellow, and red on the radar. The red is where the severe storm is. The yellow is where the storm doesn't get bad. But the green is where the storm is not in the area. So the pilots have to head towards the green. If they head towards the yellow and red, the plane will get caught in the storm. The passengers might worry that the plane might get into the storm. But is that true? Well, it is true. Suddenly, the storm gets in their path, and the storm is suddenly much worse. The radar tells the pilots that they are towards the red, which is not good. And then suddenly, the nose begins to go down, but then the plane moves back towards level. But then, something gets much worse. The captain spots a serious problem. The plane is suddenly losing engine power. And you know what happens without engine power? The plane will not be able to fly or climb without engine power. He tries to put full throttle on all the engines, but it is too late. The plane has lost engine power. So the pilots are gonna have to do something a few pilots have ever tried. They're gonna have to land in the water. If they land on dry land, then the plane will crash, killing hundreds of people. It is a risk he has to take. Everything is set for an emergency water landing. So the captain tells the passengers to prepare for impact. The captain tries to keep the plane steady as the altitude starts to drop. The captain struggles to keep the plane steady as the other pilots prepare for impact. The plane begins to lose altitude. But before anyone can escape, they must first survive a high-speed impact. The plane is almost close to hit the ocean. In a few seconds, it happens. The plane hits the ocean. After the high-speed impact, all the other passengers start to make it to the emergency exits. The other passenger waits for all the passengers to make it to the wing exits. And then, he finally heads to the back exit.
Come here, use this exit. Come here, use this exit.
The flight attendant, David
Come here,
Berman,
use this exit.
tells the other passenger
Come
to
here,
use the exit.
Come here, use
But he
this
must
exit.
hurry because the aircraft
Come
is
here,
filling with
use
freezing
this
water.
exit.
So he uses the exit
Come
as
here,
quickly
use
as he
this
can,
exit. Come here,
and he
use
made it
this
out
exit.
safely.
Come here, use this exit.
All of the
Come
crew
here,
members,
use this
pilots,
exit.
have survived,
Come
including
here,
all
use
the
this
42
exit.
passengers on board that
Come
aircraft.
here, use this exit.
And then, in the end, all of the 40 people make it to safety.